Yes, yes, people. Welcome back to the Magpie Challenge TV. It's time. It's Champions League time. We are here to find out the draw for the new format for the return of the Mags to the Champions League. It's only been 2 years, hasn't it, since the last time we were in it? Before that, waited 2 decades, but we haven't got long to wait to find out Newcastle United's 8 opponents for the Champions League upcoming campaign. They're here now. They're all coming on stage. Let's hope it kicks off soon enough. We don't get mad delays and all the rest of it that we had last night with the Carabao Cup because of penalties and this one tonight. Hopefully they don't do a big old ceremony and they just crack on with it. But it might take half an hour or so. We'll wait and see. But big up to everyone that has tuned in already to the show. Please do subscribe and like the video if you haven't already. I'm sure there might be some transfer news that pops up throughout this stream as well. So any questions about anything Newcastle United related, drop them in the chat. And if you fancy being generous, how you super chatting, you're more than welcome. That'll be lovely. But there'll be other fans in there as well from different clubs, I'm sure. There was last night, wasn't there? Plenty of Man United fans in the comments. Oh, it's brilliant. Absolutely love it. Still just on a natural high today. Thought I'd wear black and white, not for Newcastle, but for Grimsby Town. So up the Mariners, up the Mags, up the black and whites. Yeah, it's what we love to see. And we are here because Champions League, baby. Champions League once again awaits the Toon Army. Let us know in the comments who you want to get. We ran through some teams on the podcast last night who me and Keg would like to see us play. What away days you fancy going to? Because obviously the last time Newcastle were in the Champions League 2 years ago, it was the old format. It was the group stage. And we obviously got the group of death. Of course we did. This time, less chance of getting more teams, I guess, with the potential to absolutely wipe you out. Obviously, having PSG, having Dortmund, having Milan, very, very difficult. We're so close. We got robbed in Paris, remember? If it wasn't for that dodgy decision, we would have got through and kicked on to the knockout stage. This time round, we obviously have a better chance, you'd say, of getting through to the knockout rounds with the case of the playoffs and the way that league phase now works, how structured it is, how big it is. I mean, we've got more teams now. So you've got 4 matches at home, 4 matches away, plenty of games to be played. These fixtures start around the 18th of September. Same as the Carabao Cup, you can play that week or the week after for the Carabao, where we've obviously got Bradford City at home. And then it'll be the Champions League. So it'll all start kicking off from there. And it is 2 matches a month, pretty much, until January, February. And then the knockout stages begin. I think there's 1 game in December, but apart from that, there's 2 matches in September, October, November, January, if I'm not to be mistaken. And we all go from there and we all see what's happening as Paris Saint-Germain are now welcomed onto the stage as the current holders. Yeah, they deserved it last year, to be fair. You know, I was happy with friend Luis Enrique with his story. It was nice to see the touch there with his daughter that he sadly lost and them lift the trophy. And they deserved it. They battered Dortmund in the final. And that news say that they've put together until recently, till the Super Cup, which they came back and won. But, before that as well, losing the Club World Cup final to Chelsea, they looked a bit shaky, PSG, but they're probably just tired. I wouldn't rule them out at all of regaining their trophy because it's some side they've assembled there in Paris, the youngsters instead of the Galacticos style. But they're doing some announcement here. Hopefully they're getting it rolling. But these sort of things, they just love to waste time, don't they? Pedro Pinto. Get on with it, Pinto. Yeah, it's probably going to be at least 20 minutes or so, people. So we'll have a bit of crack in the comments. We'll hear some of your thoughts and opinions on who you'd like to see us draw. Just want to keep on top of things as well, transfer-wise. So I'll open up my other screen here. So all went a little bit quiet today on the transfer front in terms of what's actually happening. Is anything actually happening? On Jorgen Strand Larsen. There was a couple of minor updates today, I suppose. As people saying he's waiting on the green light to travel. fucking Whistler's been stuck at a red light for weeks. So I wouldn't bank on Strand Larson seeing any green lights anytime soon. The way this summer's gone. Bloody hell, he's stalled. Can't get it in gear. But yeah, he's obviously waiting to go. He's now said he wants to go. There was a one earlier. The main thing from today is from The Athletic and them stating that Jorgen Strand Larson has politely informed Wolves of his wish to make the Newcastle move. However, the Wolves chairman, Jeff Shee, has told the 25-year-old Norwegian that it's not possible this window. There's been no Newcastle United bid yet. There was reports yesterday from Keith and Sky that a third bid was coming. Well, that was about 24 hours ago now, so we're still waiting on that one. And Wolves are remaining their stance of not for sale. They don't care what you want to come in with. You want to bring your third bid on the table, it's going to get rejected because The Athletic, David Ornstein, is saying that all offers for Strand Larson will be rejected. No matter what it is, no matter what the price is, it's getting rejected. So they're looking for a second striker at the minute, Wolves, not Larson's replacement. So any bid that's incoming is going to be rejected once again from Wolves. And we're all used to that one, aren't we? We're all used to that one. So it's something that Larson's obviously now informed politely that he wants to leave. Not an official transfer request, but he's doing more so than he has lately because it's been in the news that he wants to move. He'd like to come to Newcastle. He loves the project. He's interested to work under Eddie Howe and, of course, play Champions League football, but he's not going to push for a move. He's not going to take off on holiday to Spain. He's not going to refuse to train or play. He's actually a good bloke and a good professional, but he's starting to go along the lines of informing Wolves of his desire to leave. But that's what we're at the minute with Strand Larson. But you can tell them politely that he wants to move. He's acted it unpolitely. And both clubs are doing the same thing. Why are we going for strikers that are in the exact same boat as Isaac this summer? Wissa wants to move. Club don't want him to move. Strand Larson wants to move. Club don't want him to move. Isaac wants to move. Club don't want him to move. Like, why we're doing the fucking merry-go-round of strikers that don't want to move? It's an absolute nightmare. It's an absolute disaster. I wish we could just go to a club that actually are willing to sell and actually a striker that will come alongside it. But we're running out of time. I'm gutted, you know. I'll be at Leeds on Saturday. I can't wait for that. But I'm gutted that there won't be any new striker there, realistically. Because even if a Strand Larson bid gets accepted or Wissa or whoever, tonight, it's not going to get done in time for that Friday midday cut-off point to register for the Premier League. So it will be likely Willie Masula to lead the line at Ellen Road since Anthony Gordon is suspended. So yeah, I'm a bit ashamed that I thought at the start of the week, surely with 1 week to go, back on Monday, and now with 4 days to go, 3-4 days to go, that we would get moving, we'd get someone in. Nope, still nothing on the striker front. We need 2, we've got 0. Hey, it's all up in the air. Norway's coach did speak on Strand Larson today. I haven't spoken to Jorgen, but this is a dream situation for him. That's Norway's coach speaking on Strand Larson. It's a dream situation for Jorgen. They play with one striker, talking about the tune. They put in lots of crosses and have wingers with pace, so he would fit in well at Newcastle. So even his head coach at Norway is saying to him he's ready-made for Newcastle, and he wants to move. And he's right. Listen, what's impressed me about Strand Larson is his movement, is his way that he finds space, is the way that he kind of creates chances out of nothing and gets on the end of crosses and chances. Seen that on the other night against West Ham, where he scored 2 goals in 2 minutes. So he's capable of that. He's very much capable of that. And that's pretty much it from the day, everyone. We're going to jump into the chat in a minute, but I've just been reading stuff here that I had noted down. I think that was all, really. Yeah, just Man United fans as well trying to say that they're going to get Eddie Howe. I mean, that'll be another rant video for me. That'll be another laugh, wouldn't it? Absolutely mental suggestion, that. Mental. Any super chats came in? No. Anyone coming in? What we're seeing in the chat then. Adam, who's a member, we need to move on. Look for 2 different strikers. Ivan Toney. It'd be nice, wouldn't it? Makes too much sense, that one. Ivan Toney. Vardy going to Italy is indeed. He's going to, I've never even heard this team before, Cremonese or something. Sounds like a pasta. He's going to Italy. Yeah, fair play to him. What a move that is for Vardy at his age. Going to Italy. Fair play to the bloke. He actually had a pretty good season last year, you know. When you look at his numbers for Leicester last year and that team, he was still kind of good. I thought it was going to be a deadline day. Move written out to Newcastle or another Premier League side. But speaking to someone before about strikers and the hunt for one, and then they mentioned, well, at least we didn't end up with Calvert-Lewin. I mean, that's probably going to come back to haunt me when he scores for Leeds on Saturday. But watching him play the other night, he was awful. But you got to give him the benefit of the doubt. He hasn't really trained much, not played in pre-season, so that could come back around. But in terms of Dominic Calvert-Lewin, he missed a few sitters the other night, and that was under consideration for Newcastle. That was under consideration for a while, so we didn't get that one. We didn't get Sesko. Thankfully, looks like we dodged a bullet on that one. But to be fair, on Benjamin Sesko, it's Man United, and I said it's Man United. He got no one to blame but himself for going there to the absolute graveyard that is Old Trafford. Where careers go to die, where dreams go to die, the theatre of nightmares. So he's got no one to blame but himself. Because I think, he looked crap. Of course he did. Everyone did. But I still think with Eddie Howe and the coaching staff up here, he would be a player. He had the potential. He definitely doesn't look like he's worth 70-odd million that they paid for him. But, there's a player in there. We've seen it. But he's went to Man U and he's shafted himself. So unlucky son, you'll be like Rasmus Højlund and worth 20 quid in 2 years' time. The only fault is his. Anything else? What on earth am I seeing here? I was going through the chat and I've just been sent something on Woltemade. This would be a sensational signing. Please tell me this is true. Wait there. Hope he's just dropped an absolute bomber. Newcastle are closing in on a deal for 23-year-old Stuttgart striker Nick Woltemade. Oh my days. If that is true, that would be absolutely amazing. Yeah, it's all kicking off now. Apple Watches go mental. Phones go mental. It's on cue, to be fair. We've got time to waste with this Champions League draw that they'll inevitably take ages for. But major breaking news. Newcastle United are closing in on a deal for Stuttgart striker Nick Woltemade, the German hotshot. We're seeing him at the under-21 Euros. Oh, this would be sensational. This is more like it. We literally talked about this on the podcast the last couple of weeks. Why we're not moving for Woltemade? Why we're not trying to get this young German striker? Apparently, he was on the verge of signing for Bayern Munich, and that one fell through. Maybe he wanted first-team football. I don't know. We're going to look into that in a minute, why it fell through. But we're saying all the money we're paying for Larson, all the money we're paying for Wissau if we get them, your 50, your 60, 70 million. Why we're not going for someone like a Nick Woltemade? Well, now, apparently we are, according to Craig Coe. So he's dropped his an article here. It's got loads of other stuff in it that I'm filling through before we get to it. And I'm going to scroll down about Nick Woltemade. I might even share the screen with you. No, I won't do that. I won't do that for now. Because it'll just make things a bit messy. And also, yeah, it's a paywall, so they get upset there, mightn't they, with showing it to everyone. But I'll tell you anyways, but I won't show you. So, where we are on strike, guys, he's got a big old bit here. I just want to jump into the Woltemade stuff, yeah, like where we're going. Long ass article, like, do you know me? Talk about Isaac's G-Wagon. We'll get back to that in a minute if that's interesting. So, a shock development in the past hour. Sources in Germany have told Daily Mail Sport that Newcastle are closing in on a deal for Stuttgart striker Nick Woltemade. Let me know, is it Woltemade or Woltemade? I don't know if the W's got that Volkswagen on it because he's German. The 23-year-old German international has been linked with Bayern Munich, as I just said there. If so, what a huge coup this would be. Oh, please. I mean, I don't think they should have put this out because they're saying their sources in Germany are saying that they're closing in. Now that this is out there, I can't wait for Liverpool just to put a bid in for him, just to piss us off. I can't wait for Bayern Munich just to get moving on him. Please, this would be a sensational signing, this. Oh, my God, let it happen. Let it happen. As we know, he talks here about the rejected bids for Strand Larson. We all know that. There's been encouragement from the players' camp for Strand Larson. Also from Jorge Mendes, the super agent with influence over Wolves' transfer activity. But Wolves do not want to sell, but Newcastle still believe there is a deal possible, prompting the bids for the Norwegian. But in dealing with Mendes, Newcastle were talking to the wrong person, sources say, because inside Wolves chairman Jeff Shee says there is an absolute resolve not to sell the 25-year-old this window. Because the way they look at it, even though it's mad that they could triple their money, Strand Larson, they paid 23 million for him a couple of months ago. They could sell him now for 60 odd million, triple the money, and he's played 3 games since the signing for 23 million from Celta Vigo. So it's an unbelievable profit, but at the same time, it might not be worth it to them because if they sell Larson, they can't get a replacement in, then they could get relegated. And that's going to cost them a lot more, about 150 million quid to be precise, than 60 odd million that they would get for Strand Larson. So I think if this had happened early in the window, we could have got the deal done. It would have been done well by now. They would have probably took your hands off. I mean, if we had swooshed in and got Strand Larson from Celta Vigo, we could have got him for 23. But I think even a month ago, Wolves would sell you him for 50. But now, a few days after the window, no one can afford to let anyone go. So there's no way they can do that. There's no way they're allowed to do that. But when you look at the Woltemade as being a suggestion, that would be absolutely unbelievable, to be fair. Like, absolutely unbelievable. Right, where we're at with that one. So, yeah, Wolves basically saying he's still not for sale. So does that mean Newcastle are now moving on? Even though, again, Vitor Pereira, the Wolves boss, did say that every player has their price. By the way, Zlatan Ibrahimovic is getting some sort of award here, so we're still waiting for the draw. Should be coming soon, hopefully. But at least we've got some breaking transfer news. We've got that to talk about. We just said before, it's been quiet today, a bit too quiet for Newcastle's Ligan as this last summer's gone. What about Wissa then? The representative of the striker has flown into London and is waiting for the green light. There you go. The green lights. We're all waiting for green lights. We're stuck on red, man. We're stuck on red. Red light. There's no green lights here, right? There's absolutely no green light here. It's reds all day. Absolutely chock-a-block on red lights. So Wissa, just like Larson, is waiting to travel up to Newcastle once the deal's done. But we can't get a deal done with either club. At Brentford, they're waiting to sign a replacement. Wissa still believes that his wish will be granted. He still believes that you'll be able to sign for Newcastle. He wants the number 9 jersey at Newcastle, and he wants to play in the Champions League under Eddie Howe. So that one, I still think the Wissa one will happen. The Strand Larson one, they look like they're definitely not going to sell. So now have Newcastle turned their attention to Nick Woltemade of Stuttgart. Tottenham also want to hijack Newcastle's move for Wissa, but the player has made it clear to all parties that his preference is the Magpies. Brentford are pursuing more than one striker, so they're waiting to get him in. Newcastle have reservations about it all coming together in 4 days. 2, right? We've had 4 bloody months nearly. What do you think is going to happen in 4 days? Meanwhile, talk in recruitment circles of a move for Milan's Santiago Jimenez has been played down, likewise with Rasmus Højlund of Manchester United. So where does this all leave Newcastle now with no new strikers and a world-class one that refuses to play? As we know all along, if we're signed Larson and or Wissa, we might accept the Liverpool bid if it came in for around 130 million quid. But as it stands, a deal cannot be reached with Isak, and we cannot get any other strikers in. So we're in the same boat that we've been in for about a month now. It's unthinkable Newcastle would let Isak go without a striker, no matter what the offer is from Liverpool. Still waiting for offers from Liverpool. Still haven't had an offer since last month for what, 110 million. But if we did get 2 in, then he would be allowed to leave. Yep, we know all that. Where's the stuff on? There's not much more on Nick Woltemade there, is there? To be honest with you. Keeps talking about Isak, talk of a new contract. Isak doesn't want it. Isak maintains he wants to go and will not play for the club again. Maybe that will soften, though. People behind the scenes think that'll soften on September 2nd. Well, it'll have to, won't it, really? Because it doesn't benefit anybody, him being in a huff and sitting there not playing. Like, he'll have to play, and Newcastle need him to play. So once the window closes, he'll have no choice. But at the minute, he's obviously not going to give up that fight that he's had all summer of trying to prove how much he's not going to reintegrate with the squad to still force this move. Okay, let's jump in the chat to see what yous are saying. Little sipsies, what we got here. Who's coming on the stage now in the Champions League? Oh, what a baller, to be fair. It's only Kaka. What AC Milan's team back in the day coming out, yeah? Right. Newcastle's own version of Squid Game. That's what I was getting at before with the red light, green light noise. Do you know what I mean? But there's no green lights. No, we can't draw English teams. Question there from Ben. We can't draw English teams. And you can't draw a team from the same country more than twice. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, Liverpool will end up going for Woltemade instead of Newcastle. I'm scared that came out too early. I don't want to know. I just want to know he's on his way. Apparently, we're closing in. Well, it doesn't say anything about a price or anything. Stuttgart don't want to sell. Bayern didn't want to pay more than 50 million. Yeah, nah. You're right, Tuna. I keep getting excited every single time. Cheers, Adam. Appreciate that one, mate. Thanks very much. Woltemade would be a top signing. Sure, I would. Like, don't tell Chelsea. That's it. I've João Pedro all over again. Give them what they want. We have to at this point. Do you know what I mean? We have to. No, the draws haven't came out yet. Woltemade's not on 300 grand a week, man. Any chance? Maurice saying there 300 grand a week. We're gonna have to check that out right now. Sure, you know. Sue Little January. Oof, we cannot. We cannot. We cannot. Yeah, let's have a look then. I want to have a look at this one right now. We're just going to see because it didn't mention, his article didn't mention any price tag or anything else on Woltemade. Closing on a deal for Woltemade. German Ashby, a huge coup. Talks about Isak's meeting for lasting a week there. Well, maybe we'll get into that in a minute. I'm bored of talking about Isak, to be fair, and his meetings and how much he doesn't want to play for Newcastle again. Do you know what I mean? How many times when you hear it? He hates where he wants to move. Great. Oh, looks like we're getting close. At the ball's coming out, though. They're getting onto the stand now. And they are actually going to have a little... yeah, we're nearly there, they're saying. We're nearly there. People are finding out the Champions League draw. I'm sure it happens quick this time as well because it's like an automated system, isn't it? From last year. Let me find out on Nick Woltemade's salary and why that move to Bayern Munich didn't materialize. I think it was the fee. He's on absolute pennies in terms of football, and he's on absolute pennies on 1.5 million a year. Well, that's mental. So he's only on about, I don't know, 20 grand a week or something because he's young and he's been there for a while and he's been on his contract. He's on a lower wage, man. So that sorts us right out. That helps us right out. That. Let's have a look here from an article back in June where it looked like he was going to sign for Bayern Munich when we talked about him on the podcast ages ago. He was set for a massive pay rise at Bayern Munich. Still got one to retain the player beyond the summer. They've offered him a new contract, but he was set to leave. He did have a meeting with Vincent Kompany at Bayern. They were going to offer him 7.5 million a year, which would increase to 10 million with bonuses. And yeah, this article again, confirming that he's on 1.5 million a year. So that's really, really not much in terms of a footballer's wage because he's been on that for a while. Stuttgart, we're going to offer him an increase to 2.5 million a year. In his maiden season, he scored 17 goals in 33 matches. And he was the highest scorer in the DFB Pokal as well with 5 goals, the German Cup there. So, it would be absolutely amazing. This, like, honestly, what a saying this. This is what I said on the podcast last night. Like, it'll just be a name out the blue, out of nowhere, unreal. That's what we like to see. But let's find out why it didn't go to Bayern Munich then. Why didn't he sign for Bayern Munich? Maybe it was, obviously the seen him as a success at the Harry Kane, but like, was he going to get much game time? Bayern Munich wouldn't agree a fee with Stuttgart. Stuttgart wanted a much higher price for the promising young striker, and Bayern are willing to pay. Fair enough. I think it was it more than 50 million? I think it was more than 50 million. There's an article here from Sky. Unconventional strikers captured the imagination of Germany. Oh, that's some statement, that, isn't it? She's had a fine, because remember, it is only his first season, his debut season last year, 17 goals. So, it's a big breakthrough one, but again, there's not much to go off. There's not much to go off. She scored more goals than Hugo Ekitike last year, and you've seen what the price tag he went for. Oh, what we got here? The pots getting announced here. Pot 1, pot 2, pot 3, pot 4. Well, they've already been announced, but they're showing them on the screen, so we're getting ever closer, people, to the Champions League draw. Apparently, Woltemade wasn't happy with the deal falling through to go to Bayern. What was it, 60 million euros the offer, and that was as high as they were going to go. We'll see how that one develops, people, but Nick Woltemade will be quality for Newcastle. Let us know what you think about that one. Price was too high, Bayern on paying 75 mil. C15 there. Nah, they're not, to be fair. They do the business quite smart, don't they, Bayern? But we will. We will give them all they want at this stage. We will absolutely give them 75 million. You're talking bloody 65, because that'll be euros as well. 65 for Larson. You get Woltemade for the same price, then that would be absolutely unbelievable. 20 grand a week he's on, yeah. Unreal. Well, the draw is kicking off now. People are doing a mad way of, showing you all the opponent 1, opponent 2, and the home and aways and stuff. But let's lock in, because it is on its way. The announcement, the draw is happening. Cheers for that one, Claire. Glad you enjoyed the rant. It's done well on social media and stuff as well. It's went a bit mad, the Man U rant, and it was just off the cuff as well while we were doing the watch along for the draw. It all came out because I was sick. These Man U freaks all summer trying to say, rejection of CU, this, that. Tell them, man, 1 United now, Newcastle, Man U in the mud. And then they all came to the realization earlier than expected. Flex Saeed telling them to fold the club and all the rest of it. It's great to see. It's confusing as hell, this draw. What they're flashing up all these signs and logos. It looks like bloody Squid Games. What's it? Pot 1, pot 2, home away, all these different badges and colours. Just tell us who we've got, man. How long have we been doing this for? Half an hour. We should be very close now. They've dragged it on for a while. Oh, they're taking a break? No, they're back. Here we go. Here we go. And they're all round the studio desk now. They're ready to make the draw happen. Pot 1. The big boy pot. PSG. They're not going to show it. Oh, they show you each and every team, man. And then show you highlights from them. We know who Real Madrid are. We don't need to see Bellingham and Vinny Jr. scoring goals for Real Madrid. We know who they are. Just tell what the draw is. How long are you gonna ring this out for, man? What we're thinking then, people, what's the guesses? Who's Newcastle going to get? If you're supporting a different team and you're watching the show, who do you want? Who do you think you're going to get? See a lot of people, Newcastle players included, talking about Galatasaray, saying that they want to go to Galatasaray. They want to play the usual suspects, Barcelona and that. On the podcast last night, I was saying I would love to go to Barcelona's new stadium, actually. I'd like to go to the Bernabeu as well. So that'll be the 2 Spanish teams done, as you can't draw more than 2 teams in the same country. And then just some nice home ties. Give us some good home ties. Big night to St. James's Park. But this time, actually, some teams we can actually pump as well would be nice. Not really hard fought games? No, anyone for that trip to Almaty? Matty to Almaty? See someone there? Exactly, Almaty for me in Kazakhstan/China. Pretty much on China territory is what Keg was saying last night on the pod. So you know, it is bollocks. I would go. I've never, obviously, I've never been to Kazakhstan. So why not experience it? You know what I mean? Go somewhere different. Go somewhere different. But the balls are about to come out. The pot one's going to be announced soon. Madrid at home, please. Naples, great shout. Napoli was great shout because Naples is a great city. I've been there. Fantastic. Marseille away for a proper punch up. Did that already. Did that in Euro 2016 with some Russians. Don't fancy that again. Zlatan Ibrahimovic is going to draw the first team here. Pot one. Bayern Munich. Bayern München, as they would officially say. And then how do they work out this software, apparently? Yeah, we know who Harry Kane is. Don't need to see him scoring headers. Just get on with it. Show away who they're playing. Big up to Joshua for the super chat. Oh, he's pressed the button. Chelsea at home, Paris away, Club Brugge, Arsenal away. Wow. Sporting Lisbon, PSV, Union SG, Paphos. So Newcastle haven't got Bayern Munich, haven't got any of them there. Wow, there's some games there, isn't there? Harry Kane going back to Chelsea. Arsenal playing English teams again. Tasty that, like. That's better. I like that. When they actually get going, it's good, isn't it? It's actually, when they get going, it's good because they then just press a button and we know who they've got. Bang. Yeah, Joshua, we talked about that with 10 minutes ago on the show. The breaking news that Newcastle are apparently closing in on Woltemade from Stuttgart, the young German striker. That's according to Craig Hope. We did read the article and stuff on the show, so you can check that out and rewind if you like once this draw's done, if you haven't seen we talk about it. But just on it quickly, buzzing. I would love to sign him, but it's all get carried away just yet because we've been here all summer. Chelsea. Obviously, we can't play any English teams in the group phase, which I like, you know, because it does you head when you draw teams from your own country. You know, you already play them twice in the league. You could play them more in domestic competitions. Oh, Kaka's going to press his nice round Champions League button. Who's in here? Oh, look at Chelsea getting a relatively easy draw there, aren't they? They've got Barca, they've got Bayern, but they've also got Paphos and Karabag for Chelsea. Paphos and Karabag, I take them in the Conference League again. Unbelievable. We're getting Madrid. Oh, we are. There's actually a 33% chance that Newcastle need to draw one of the Madrid teams, though. So, very likely. I'll be buzzing with that, to be fair. I went on an Atletico Madrid game a couple of years ago. That was class. Went to Real Madrid Stadium when it was getting done out. Only a renovation. That's obviously done now, so I'd like to go there for an actual game. We'll wait and see, because here is Real Madrid. Kaka's pressing his button. This will definitely be Newcastle. Man City, Liverpool, Juventus, Benfica, Marseille, Olympiacos, Monaco, Almaty. That's class for Almaty, isn't it? We've got Real Madrid. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. They've got Real Madrid. Kairat Almaty of Kazakhstan. But it'll actually be Real Madrid going to Kazakhstan. Quality. Shame, like, because it would have been good to see the players for Kazakhstan would have been in absolute dreamland going to Bernabeu, wouldn't they? But it's Bellingham and the rest of them in Kazakhstan. Inter Milan. So yeah, a lot of people did want Real Madrid. That means Newcastle will not be going to Real Madrid. They could still be going to Atletico Madrid, but no Real Madrid just yet for the tune. Who knows? Could face them in the knockout stages. Or we're going back to Inter. We're going back to the San Siro. No, we're not. Liverpool, Arsenal. It was a lot easier to understand the last draw, man, wasn't it? because they put these out and then it's all getting pieced together, the pots and the aways and the homes, and it's madness. But we'll run through it and obviously bring an overall view of it at the end. Big up the Jabba Dabba Doo one for the super chat. I think we'll get the semi-finals. I hope you're right, mate. That would be absolutely tremendous. I think we'll do well, you know. I'm confident in this Champions League. Well, we're saying some strikers. I'm confident. I think we'll maybe get the quarters. But it just depends who we get, though. Villa got the quarters and just got knocked out off PSG, so you never know. You never know how far you can go. Who's in that got then? Dortmund have got Inter, City, Villarreal, Juventus, Bodo, Glimt, Tottenham, Bilbao, Copenhagen. Not bad draw there. Since when was Kazakhstan in Europe? Exactly. Mental. I have no idea. Honestly, no idea. Oh, well, then Zlatan. Yeah, wait all this time. We still haven't seen the tune. Obviously, we're going through pot one first and seeing what other names get brought out. There's still a couple of English teams in there. There's one of them, Liverpool. Oh, Real Madrid at home for Liverpool. Ho, ho, ho. The return of Trent. Tremendous. That's what it's all about. Atletico Madrid. Karabag. Ooh, Liverpool have got Galatasaray. A lot of Newcastle players wanted Galatasaray. Have you seen the videos from the tune page? And they were saying Galatasaray would be good. A lot of fans last night at the podcast were saying Galatasaray. Well, it's Liverpool that will be going to Turkey. That's going to be some atmosphere when Real Madrid rock up to Anfield, isn't it? With Trent, with Bellingham, Isaac. Wait and see. Wait and see. Right, then we're nearly done with pot one. 3 teams left. Barca, Man City, and PSG. First of all, Barcelona. Come on, give it Barca. This is us, this has got to be us now. Yeah, it's got to be us now, isn't it? Chelsea away. Come on, we'll have Barca away. Press the button, Kaka. Newcastle at home. Paris at home. Frankfurt at home. Bruges away. Olympiacos at home. Prague away. Copenhagen at home. Newcastle away! Yeah, we go! Barcelona! Oh, we're not going though. Fuck. I wanted to go to Barca's new stadium, man. But, what an away day that would have been. But Barcelona are coming back to the tune. What a story that is. What a story that is. Barcelona coming back to St. James's Park. Tino Asprilla, special. Run it back. Run it back. 3-2. Barcelona. Yes, man. Barcelona under the lights at St. James's. Oh, my God, that is special. That is what you want to be in the Champions League for. That is what it's all about, man. Those are the games. Barcelona. Get in. PSG now. They've got Bayern at home. Barca away. Oh. Mental. Absolutely mental. Kicking right off. Barcelona, man. At home. Oh, we're going to... Oh, no. We're going to PSG again? Oh, no. I'm not going there again. Shithole. To be fair, actually, in the ground, it was really good. I enjoyed the hospitality. But, oh, no. PSG away. PSG away again for Newcastle. I'll get it up on the screen for you lot in a minute. As if we're playing PSG away again? Fuck. The last team wanted that, like. I'll do it for revenge. Give a revenge. At least it's close. I went on the Eurostar last time. It was, I don't know. I'm just not a huge fan of Paris, to be honest with you. But in the ground, obviously, you know, all the bother with the fans and stuff as well. But in the ground, I had a great seat. We've seen the vlog. The hospitality corner was absolutely lovely, huh? But yeah, not too fussed about that one, to be honest. It'd be a tough game, obviously, against the champions. But I suppose it does give us the opportunity to get that sweet revenge when we did get robbed last time. But honestly, Lamine Yamal at St. James's Park, I can't wait for this. Absolutely can't wait for it. It's going to be some occasion that, like, just from back in the day, the 90s, Aspria, unbelievable. Absolutely class. So we've got Barca and PSG so far. I'm going to get that on the screen for you. That will replace that ticker there. What chance have you got a bloody PSG, though? Obviously, that's from last night. We'll just get rid of that one. What chance have you got? You know what I mean? Against PSG at their place. It's quite complicated the way they do this. Isn't it? So Newcastle away to Boss. We'll do it like this. Newcastle v Barca at home. Can't wait for that one. Newcastle. PSG away. And obviously we're moving on to pot 2 now. Yeah, we're going to get that on the bottom for you lot. Wait and see where we're going next. But what a start. Did you expect anything else? Really? Did you expect anything else? Do you know what I mean? Give work Karabag or something, please. Just you know what I mean. We've got some elite players now, right? We're gonna be going to PSG. We're gonna be playing against your Desiree Douys and your all of them all over again. Yeah. All of them all over again. Dembele again. Danbin pocketing them again. We're gonna have Lamine Yamal and Rafinha and that at St. James's Park. Oh man. So excited for that Barcelona game already. But the PSG one, it's a cool, you know, it is. We obviously drew with them, got robbed, but it was a whole different team then, wasn't it? It's a complete different team, style of play, everything. So that's going to be one hell of a tough game, that like. But one that we can seek vengeance. Yeah? Get our own back. But you haven't got a chance in hell when, the referees and PSG's owners and UEFA and all that are right involved. This game, though, the Barcelona one, let's do a tribute to Bobby Robson. Yeah, that's going to be special. We always think of that. So, amazing. That's some Champions League draw, that, like, for us so far, but we're only just getting into it, people. But it's a story of rematches so far, isn't it? You know, Barca from the 90s and PSG from 2 years ago. Class, man. Right, we're in a pot 2 now, everyone. Bayer Leverkusen is the first one out. Fucking teenagers, isn't it? Oh, people are tracking private jets now. I'm getting sent stuff from private jets. One took off from Stuttgart, obviously Woltemade's current club, and landed in Bremen, where his agency are based. And that flight is due in at 9:30 at night in Newcastle. Mad. Oh, Leverkusen. We've got Leverkusen away. I need to concentrate on the bloody draw. We've got Leverkusen away. Away at Leverkusen. That's nice. I'll take that. That's all right, isn't it? That's all right. Leverkusen away. Leverkusen, who apparently wanted Sven Botman the other day. We've got Leverkusen away now. I'll add that to the list. Listen, that Dortmund, I thought was going to be, I mean, let us know if you about what you thought, but I was a bit disappointed with Dortmund. Obviously, we played crap, but just the whole atmosphere and everything and the place itself, I was expecting a bit more, me. Like, so, yeah, Leverkusen away. Aye, that's a decent one. Never been there before. Wouldn't mind a shot at them. Obviously, a big change for them now that Xabi Alonso left the Real Madrid and a few other players left, like Frimpong to Liverpool and that. So, big changes for them this season. But Leverkusen away, a bit of Germany again. Not bad. I'd definitely rather do Leverkusen than Paris. Been there, done that in Paris. So, yeah, Leverkusen's a shout. Atalanta as the team now to get drawn out of pot 2. We'll just focus on the on the drone. We'll keep the transfer news to a minimum. There's nearly 1,500 people who are watching live, so do us all a favour, please, and smash a like on the video and hit subscribe. It's all free. It all helps the channel a lot, and I really appreciate it. Atlanta's got Chelsea at home, PSG away. Ten Hag, good point. Ten Hag versus Eddie Howe rematch. All the rematches. We've got the Barca rematch from the 90s. We've got PSG rematch from 2 years ago. And we've got a Leverkusen rematch in terms of the managers. The Eddie Howe v Ten Hag from the Cup final of Carabao 2023. So revenge for Paris, revenge for Wembley. We've already got that really against Liverpool this year. But we'll take it. Yeah, we'll take it. Who's next out of pot two? Then it's Benfica. That would be nice. That would be a nice balanced draw, and a bit Benfica. I love Portugal, to be fair. Never been there, but Portugal itself, a place I have been big fan of it. They've got Real Madrid at home, Chelsea away, Leverkusen at home. Be a tough game, that, like. Remember Benfica back in the UEFA Cup days, Europa League. Pardew knocking us out. Is there a revenge there? Is there a revenge story there? There is! There is a revenge story for Benfica as well. It's Benfica at home. Nice. That's a decent one. That that's a one way you look at it and think, you fancy your chances of winning that one. So Benfica at home. It's all shaping up there now. It gets exciting this when you get into it, doesn't it? I took bloody 40 minutes, but we're stuck into it now, and that's it. Barca at home, PSG away, Leverkusen away, and Benfica at home so far. Now it's Club Brugge who slapped up Rangers last night. Who are they going to get? Arsenal at home. Benfica at home. That's a really good game for Newcastle to have, where you've got to be beating teams. No disrespect to Benfica, a very good side, but you've got to be getting points against them at home if you're going to want to progress through the knockout rounds, haven't you? Obviously, Barca's going to be tough, difficult. PSG, Leverkusen, and Benfica, though. I fancy you against them two, 6 points in the bag. No bother. No trip to Bruges or anything for Newcastle there, so on to the next one now. Frankfurt. Now we can draw a team from two teams from the same country, shall I say? So we could get Frankfurt. Rather not, though. To be honest, we've got the German one and Leverkusen. Let's wait and see. Tottenham have got them again. There's a reunion. That's it. We haven't got Frankfurt. That's good. Wouldn't really be asked about getting there, to be honest. MG's asking who we've got. That's the ticker there is Newcastle's fixtures for the Champions League so far. 4 done, 4 to go. Juventus, that would be tasty. We haven't got an Italian side yet. This is going to be Newcastle, isn't it? And again, revenge for them on Andy Griffin back in the day. If it's to be, let's have a look. Dortmund, Real Madrid. Will Newcastle be going to Turin? Will they be coming to the Toon? No, they won't. No Juventus for Newcastle. Big up to Todd, who's became a member, and congratulations to the members this month that won their shirt of their choice. Everyone picked the home shirt, to be fair, but everyone wanted a home shirt, and that's what the YouTube members got this month. Atletico de Madrid. So could Newcastle be going there? We aren't going to Real Madrid. Could we be going to Madrid to face Atletico? Let's wait and see. Get rid of that, and let's have a look then. Ooh, Liverpool are going there. Arsenal are going there. So Newcastle won't be going there because you can't get more on the same side. That's a shame. I did fancy Madrid, great city. But Newcastle will not be playing Atletico Madrid or Real Madrid, which was a real fan favourite, I think, of the of destinations that what people wanted to travel to for an away day. Villarreal. Yeah, that's true. I can't be drawn against the pot 2 side, can we, now that we've been done that? So this is the last one in pot 2, Villarreal. Man City. Let's get on to pot 3 then. What you're saying in the chat, would have liked Juventus. I see him. That would have been good. Ten Hag, man, that's class, innit? Ten Hag. Ten Hag, Eddie Howe. So there's pot 2 sorted. Look at that graph to bring up, man. How are you meant to work that out? Look at now. There we go. Home and away. It's just a massive list. There's so many logos and teams, and it's just, it's a bit mental, like, isn't it? To get there in the end, it's nice once it actually gets done, and then you just see it overall. The build-up's good. It's quite exciting, but you just want to be like, this is who we've got. But so far, so good, in my opinion. Stinky PSG away. Didn't want them. But Leverkusen traveling to the Bay Arena. And obviously Benfica at home is a very good tie for Newcastle. Good team, Benfica, but at home to them, that's got to be an optimistic, positive 3 points for us. Waffling going on here from Kaka. Not just me waffling from the Champions League lot as well. Crack on, pot 3. Let's be having you. Good. We are moving on to pot 3. Pot 3. Here we go. Tottenham Hotspur. Honestly, the fluke and the cheek on these. Tottenham Hotspur. I mean, I'm glad they won it over Man United. These lot finished 17th. And they were the Champions League. That's mental. And I think they're actually going to have a good season. Mental, though. Ooh, Ajax. Yes. Come on. DFDS ferries. Yeah. Not even a sponsor ad. Get me on that ferry. Come on. Amsterdam away. That would be absolutely class. Cheers to Geordie Trucker. Looking at that graph as like, where's Wally? It bloody is, eh? It is because it's that long. There's that many teams and badges and home and aways. It's mental, man. Prague, that would be mint. I've just been to Prague the last couple of months. Some atmosphere in their stadium as well. So that would be a good draw. Class City. Hey, there's some good teams in this Port Lake and some good places to visit on the old away days and to also welcome to St. James's Park. Yeah, we're going then. Pot 3. It's class. I mean, just us being back in the Champions League and doing this draw is just unreal. I've been doing this channel for 7, 8 years now, and we're going to bloody away days against Preston. And now we're talking about Lamine Yamal coming to St. James's Park. It's just class, man, isn't it? We had Mbappe there a couple of years ago with PSG. And now we're going to have Lamine Yamal in the tune. Get in. Right then. Kaka, who's you bringing out first? Pot 3. I would love Ajax and Prague. That would be my picks. Or Sporting Lisbon. That would be nice. Or Napoli. Marseille's first out. Don't want to go to Marseille. Don't give us Marseille. Went there in 2016 for the Euros. Shit all. Well, maybe being harsh, but it was just, that was the crap when the Russians were taking over the gaff. And it was, England, Messi, knee good. Marseille. Oh, there we go. You just knew it was going to happen. Just said I didn't want Marseille, and there we go. It's Marseille. Brilliant. Brilliant. Right, maybe I'll give him a chance then. I'm not going to go into PSG, so maybe I'll give Marseille a chance. Maybe we'll go to that part of France instead. It was 10 years ago nearly, to be fair. Aubameyang. Yeah, who knows? Maybe. Not the greatest to draw that, like when you could have had Amsterdam or Naples, even Greece, Olympiacos, Lisbon. Oh, Lisbon would have been wicked. I would have loved Lisbon. I want to go to Lisbon. Oh, thinking that draw, actually. Not with that. Tottenham now, then. Obviously, we can't get Tottenham. Can't get a team from your country. They've got... Ooh, Tottenham are going to Paris as well. Unlucky. Unlucky, buddy. They'll be going to PSG as well. You didn't want that, I tell you. And they go to Monaco. You did want that, to be fair. That would be quite nice, wouldn't it? Expensive, but nice. Greenwood, aye. Oh, the little rat, Greenwood, aye. Horrible bloke. Aye, forgot about him. Who's next out of pot 3 then? Bodo Glimt of Norway. Interesting. Wouldn't mind that. I'd rather it than Marseille. What, they got that fake pitch though, haven't they? They got the Astro pitch that Tottenham played on. Bodo Glimt. Never been to Norway, so wouldn't mind it. Might get them at home though. We haven't got them at all. They've got Tottenham at home. And they've got Man City at home. Bodo Glimt. At least we have a higher chance of beating Marseille. Good point. Good point. Next out of pot 3 is Sporting Lisbon. Come on, give us this one. You give us crappy Marseille. Give us Sporting Lisbon. I'd love to get in Lisbon. Has anyone beaten Lisbon before? Let me know in the chat. Wouldn't mind that. We're never one of the first teams to come out there. Oh, Almaty. No Sporting Lisbon. No Lisbon. No Norway. We're running out of options yet. We've still got Slavia Prague, Olympiacos, Napoli. One or two more as well. PSV. Could be the trip to Holland. Ajax. Ferry job. Olympiacos. That would be a good team to get at home. Again, get points on the board. Yeah, to beat them, that would be good. Ooh, they've got Real Madrid and Barcelona. They've got Arsenal away. Olympiacos. Marinakas is there, the crazy Forest owner, but also the Olympiacos owner. Almaty. So yeah, no Olympiacos. Next one from Kaka. Out the hat. Ajax. Let's have it. Lisbon's class would love it. Fortunately, it didn't happen, pal. I would have as well. Will Amsterdam happen though? Yeah, we'll go. No, it will not. No Amsterdam. And no Ajax coming to St. James's. No Madrid, no Amsterdam. Some of the ones that a lot of fans and players wanted. So, yeah, thanks for reminding us, people in the chat there. Obviously, we've got one away, so the next one is going to be at home, isn't it? Whoever we draw. So, Prague at home. I wouldn't mind. Yeah, I suppose that would be good for, wins on the board. Get 3 points. Oh, honestly, we've got the shittest one out of the pot 3 for away there. We've got the worst one, honestly. Marseille away when you could have went to Lisbon or Amsterdam or Prague. You bastards, man. But we're not welcoming Slavia Prague to St. James's Park either. So it's going to be Napoli or PSV Eindhoven. PSV, so Bobby Robson connection again. Then the next one's drawn out. So if it's not PSV here, then it will be Napoli at home. If I've worked that out correctly. Could it be another Bobby Robson special? Got a feeling it might be like Liverpool away. There it is. PSV at home. We will take that one. We will take that. PSV at home for Newcastle. To be honest, we are getting some decent home ties here, aren't we? Barcelona for the excitement, but then also getting Benfica and PSV at home. That's got to be 6 points, man. It's got to be. Decent, that. Very good. PSV, Bobby connection. I like it. We're getting that with Barcelona. We're getting it with PSV. So that's good to see. PSV, decent now. We've got a fancy with chances so far of getting out of this this first league phase. Fabrizio's tweet, Matty. Let's have a look at them. What's he tweeted? I'll have a look. We'll have a look. Eredivisie champions confirmed there to come to St. James's Park in PSV Eindhoven. Let's see if Romano, before the next bit starts, has jumped on the old Woltemade bandwagon. Oh, he's saying it. Oh my goodness, Richie Romano. Newcastle are closing in on Woltemade deal, as Craig Hope did say, but it's good to have more backups. Agreement at final stage with Stuttgart. Secret mission in Germany is ongoing. It's not fucking secret anymore, is it? Don't ruin it. Don't give Chelsea or someone else the chance to swoop in. Agreement done with the player and deal set to be sealed soon. Holy shit. We need this draw to hurry up so we can do a separate video on Woltemade. My days. Woltemade. Unbelievable scenes. Back to the Champions League draw, though. God almighty. Fabrizio Bomba. So we should be able to get excited now. Fair play to the Hope for dropping that one in the Daily Mail. It's just hard to get excited after the summer we've had. But, yeah, mad. I might even do a separate ticker along the bottom just for that, to be honest. Shall we bring that one in as well, Peter, with how big this news is? Spread it along. Seal it off. Newcastle signing. Just went for it. That'll do. Along the bottom there at the end. Woltemade, that's a nice name. There we can. Sort the job right out. And we're getting into the final pot now. Pot 4. We are nearly there. 1 hour deep. And we are nearly there. We'll just add that in the end there for people there. Oh, sensei. What an evening this has been. What an evening this has been. Champions League draws. And Woltemade signing for Newcastle. Sensational. This is for a separate video. Oh, right then. Pot 4, everyone. First one out. Athletic Bilbao. We're not going to Madrid. We're not going to Spain. Or we're going that. Pletty has said he's already on his way to Newcastle. Bilbao, then what's Bilbao doing? Oh, Newcastle away. Newcastle have Bilbao at home. Get in. Oh, my God. Newcastle are getting some unbelievable home ties, yeah, you know. They really are. They really are, like. We're going through. We're going all the way. We're going to win the Champions League. We're going to win the Champions League. Karabag. Karabag away, anybody? Oh, it's going to be, isn't it? This will be a crease. I'm all for it. Me, why not? I'll go on Karabag. Let's have a look. Chelsea to him. Yeah, we're going to get Karabag. No. Copenhagen. Hey, this has been some draw for Newcastle. The away ones are a bit disappointing. And look, we'll see what the pot 4 is in terms of an away day. But the home draw has been very kind to Newcastle. And we've got a fancy with chances of getting through the knockout rounds. We really do. Monaco. Ooh, that would be a tasty, expensive away day, wouldn't it? Cheeky yacht. How are you then? What's happening? We've got Man City at home. They've got Real Madrid away. Galatasaray and Paphos. It's not Monaco. Already got 2 France teams. I'll tell you what, Ben, I am glad you're on the chat, mate, because you have kept me on top of things throughout this. He's watched these Champions League draws before. I haven't. Not since the new format, so I'm glad Ben has kept one on top of things. For that. Didn't realise that was... You can get... Oh, you've already got Galatasaray, here we go. Mental trip to Turkey. This has got us written all over it, hasn't it? This has got us written all over it. Osherman. Union SG. It hasn't got us written all over it. Paphos. It's hard to keep up with all these teams. Plotting. Everyone's seeing the Woltemade deal's done. Wait, focus. Newcastle United FC. Look at that. Kaka holding up Newcastle United FC on a Champions League sticker. What a life. Yeah, we'll go. We know we're group already. Barca, Paris, Benfica, Leverkusen, PSV, Marseille, and Athletic Club. The last team, the away team, is Union SG. Jamie Rubin in the stands there. He's happy with that one. Union SG. A trip to Belgium then. Tasty. I haven't been to Belgium since I went on a football trip in high school. So, yeah, why not? That's a random one, but that's a good one. Again, I tell you what, we got stitched off 2 years ago with the group of death. I think we've been very fortunate, yeah. You know, I really do. I think the draws that we've been given are very favourable. Obviously, the Barca's, the PSG's the tough one, but everyone after that, going to beat them all. We're going to beat them all. We're really going to smash them all, aren't we? Bit of Union SG, yeah? Lovely stuff. Currently second in the Belgian league. Obviously early doors. 5 games played. Union St. Gilles. Brussels, man. I've always wanted to go to Brussels. So I'll be fancying that. Brussels for the Mags. Yes. Absolutely class. And that's it. There's all the teams. So let us know how you are feeling. I'm really confident with that draw. I think it's a quality draw. Absolutely brilliant stuff, man. Great draw. Oh, Ben Jacobs' tweet. Reached agreement for 75 plus 5 million euros. Wow, we are splashing the cash big style on this one, like. Let's have a look at Ben Jacobs' tweet now. Sky Sports are now reporting it. That was in euros. So Sky Sports are saying now Newcastle have agreed a fee with Stuttgart to sign Nick Woltemade. NUFC have agreed to pay 60.5 plus 4.5 add-ons. A club record 65 million package confirmed with both NUFC sources and in Germany. Traveling to the northeast for a medical tomorrow. Oh my days. Sensational. Woltemade. Get him done before midday. I want to see him at Leeds. Get him in. Get Woltemade to Newcastle, man. Oh, yes. Get him in. Not going to happen. But, you know, we'll have him in international break bedding, I suppose. Oh, the Wolves game it to him after the international break is going to be absolutely tremendous. Woltemade. So is that Woltemade instead of Strand Larson, it looks like, and then they'll still try and get Wista done, and then Isak can take off. I reckon that's the crack. I mean, look at that for value. This is why you have to shop abroad, man. This is why you have to go abroad. Strand Larson, one good season in the Premier League. 25-year-old costing 65 million when we've got Woltemade for that one, the hottest strikers in Europe. Unreal. What a time to be a mag. We've got Champions League football. Barca back at the tune. We're going to bloody Brussels and Newcastle are signing the striker. Yes, man. As far as Thursdays go, this is it. What an afternoon. Oh, absolutely class. Well, from the start of this show an hour ago to now, it's something else, isn't it? It's absolutely something else. Whoa. I'm going to share the screen with you lot so you can see it. And then what we'll do is I need to put some bloody social media posts out. That's all we need to do because of how things are kicking off. So where are we? My God, this is unbelievable. How much to take in here? Try and reflect on the Champions League draw, and you're making a club record signing for Woltemade. Sensational. We'll bring that up for you lot. We will then get rid of that. Get rid of that. And show you lot the news on Woltemade, if we can. Share the screensies. We'll show our good friend Keith's tweet, shall we? And there you have it, on Woltemade. You can read that. You can enjoy all that. And I'm going to put a social media post out about Woltemade. Never mind the bloody Champions League draw. We're going to have to focus on that one. Unbelievable stuff. This is what I mean. I said this on the podcast last night. Out of the blue. It will be a striker out of the blue. And this is what it is. We've thought, you know, it is Strand Larson. They're having more life. They're taking the mick. They're asking for too much. We're moving on. and we've moved on to Nick Woltemade. Oh, honestly, what a move on that is as well. What a move on that is. Everyone's been linked with him. Yeah, I know Man U, Chelsea, they've all been linked with him. It's Newcastle that's getting him. Unreal. Unreal. How's everyone feeling about Woltemade being the Toons number 9 then? Doesn't get the number 9 for me from the off mind. Got to earn that shit. You've got to earn that shit. You don't just get the number 9 given to you in my eyes. Wissa wants the 9 as well, doesn't he? Wants to follow in Papi Cici's footsteps, he said. Absolutely class. Big up the super chats, Kevin, for that one. Cheers, pal. Brent, good to see you, mate. Member for a long time as well. Love to see it. Quality draw and a striker. Happy days. Honestly, mate, what a night. What a night this is turning out to be. What an afternoon. I see a night. It's only 6 o'clock. Whoa. We're going to get back. We'll finish off on the Champions League stuff in a minute. And then I'll have to dash off and do a quick video just solely on Nick Woltemade instead of just waffling while we're live. But I mean, what a waffle to have. A German waffle. And then a Belgian one when we go to Union SG. Amazing. As if we've actually just isn't this what we love about a transfer? This is what we want with transfers, isn't it? We want things just to appear and be agreed. He's traveling to Newcastle tomorrow. None of this Strand Larson, Wissa drama, gans on for months, doesn't bloody happen. This is the old school transfer. This is what you want. Agreed a club record. Here's a club record for you people. 64. Oh, unbelievable. 60.5 million plus 4.5 million in add-ons. If it's happening this quick, this is what we'll absolutely love to see as well. Unbelievable, this, mate. This player, Woltemade, was linked with everybody. Obviously, Bayern Munich just this summer tried to sign him. What a coup this is for Newcastle now. Unbelievable. This will wind everyone up as well. Oh, rejection FC. We can't sign anyone. No one wants to come to Newcastle. That just Germany's best young striker, one of the best young striker in the world. That's all. Unreal. Right, I'll be back with you in a minute, everyone. So I hate all this fucking add-on shit. Just tell me what the whole thing is, man. Just a club record as well, by the way, isn't it? It's only just over the 63 were paid for Alexander Rees like a couple of years ago. Unbelievable stuff. Unbelievable stuff. Let me know what you're saying, people. Whoa. Eddie Howe is getting his big striker, isn't he? He's getting his big striker. This is what he wanted. He's been trying all summer to get an absolute unit up top. Oh, Woltemade in the Champions League. Unreal. Just the thought of it. Newcastle don't do anything half, you know what I mean? Doing all this while the bloody transfer window is on, the Champions League draws on in the background, and we're just, oh, you got it to him? Oh, USG. Oh, and by the way, you're breaking your club transfer record. Cheers. Like, what the hell, man? Everything at once. Absolutely mental. I mean, I'm glad it came out now and not midnight like the rest of the news this window. But honestly, that is just sensational viewing, isn't it? Absolutely unbelievable stuff this afternoon on Nick Woltemade coming to Newcastle from Stuttgart. Medical tomorrow. My goodness me. Unreal. Absolutely unbelievable stuff, Jeffrey. Unbelievable. 17 goals, was it? We were saying earlier on his breakthrough season in Germany. I will say that, like, we do have to be patient with him. You know, we do have to be patient with him, like, because he is a young striker. He hasn't got bags of experience, but what he does have is bags of potential. And just blown away. Absolutely blown away with how today has went. What is the Woltemade thing came out like an hour ago, and then it's like just completely blew up. Absolutely blew up. 23 years old now, Nick Woltemade. 6'6" unit. Absolute unit up front. A beast in black and white. A number 9. Oh, sensational. Just you wait until Elanga is crossing the balls in for Big Nicky. And you've got Gordy on the other side, if he's not suspended. And you've got, Tenali behind him, Bruno, Giants again. You've already got Big Joe, Big Dan Burn. Now we've got Big Nick. That's what we've got now. Oh, sensational. Absolutely sensational. Let's see what you are saying in the chat. What a signing. That's what someone said there. Love that. I haven't got a clue who he is, but love him already. Brilliant. Absolutely love out that. I didn't until the Euros this summer, and then obviously he was linked with Bayern Munich and everything, and it all kicked off there. Absolutely mental. Absolutely mental. Class. $23. Better than Benjamin Tesco too, right? He is. Yeah. This is turned on its head, Woltemade in. Visser in. Isak out. Wilson out. I'm happy with that swap. I'm happy with that swap. Like, I'm happy with them two out and them two in. That's unreal, man. I'm happy with that. Definitely happy with that. Woltemade's grandmother is from Baker. Brilliant. I hope that's true. It probably isn't, but I hope that's class, man. Good point. Come to Newcastle and play against PSG, Marseille, Leverkusen, PSV, Barca, and Benfica. That's a good draw. Definitely would have helped. He was watching that, wasn't he? And he's Toon Scarf. That's what he was doing. He was watching that and his Toon Scarf. I'm telling you. It's good to see all some positivity in the chat, It's good to see everyone happy. It's been tough at times, hasn't it, this summer? It's been dragged out. We've had the Isak saga and nightmares, honestly. But now it's great to see some positivity, some happiness in the chat and everyone enjoying themselves again on the back of a Champions League draw. And now signing Woltemade. Unreal. W and W. WWE. I like it. WWE. Wissa, Woltemade, and Elanga. Imagine if we just do go fucking high 2 up front. Class. Then with the rumours at the start of the summer, weren't they? With Isak and Ekitike. Hey, amazing. Absolute tank. I'm still in shock as well. I see lots of people saying they're in shock. I'm in shock now. Unbelievable. Yeah, exactly, Geordie Trick. An amazing draw in the Champions League. And while we're getting the wicked draw, we hear a great deal. Honestly, it couldn't get much better, could it? Couldn't get much better at all. Let's talk about the Champions League drawings. We finish off. 2,000 people watching live. Please do subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and drop a like. It's quick, it's free, and it helps me out a lot. So please do that one for me. Drop a like and drop subscribe if you haven't already. Just make sure I didn't miss anything there from you all lot. There was a couple, I think. Reckon we still get Strand Lawson? Nah, I don't. I think this is an alternative to Strand Lawson now. I think this is Woltemade for Lawson, because they've been looking at it and thinking, you know what? Wolves, you want 65 million for Strand Lawson? I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll just go to Germany and get one of the best young strikers in the world instead. How about that? You fucked around. You rejected the 55 million. See you later. We're going to go get this German beast instead. And what a move that is instead. Listen, I like Strand Lawson. I think he did really well in the Premier League last year for Wolves. But I think Woltemade's on a different level. And I think the potential is huge. I really do. This is such an exciting signing, honestly. So I think Wilson's replacement will be Wissa. I think it'll be a deadline day job, but I do still think we'll get Johan Wissa. I think it'll be done literally right at the end of the window, to be honest with you. I could see that being the case because of Brentford waiting to get his replacements. So, yeah, I think it'll be Wissa and Woltemade. Kim, what a game Barcelona will be. What a game it will be indeed. Yamal against Woltemade. Lamine Yamal against Woltemade. Lamine Yamal against Dan Bain. And then Woltemade at the other end for a corner. Unbelievable scenes. It will be an unreal game against Barca. Definitely the pick of the bunch. You'll see them on the bottom of the screen there once it comes back around, but you can just enjoy that little bit at the end, signing Woltemade. Barca was the first one at home, PSG away. There's the rest, and we'll talk about them in a minute, but Barca is definitely the highlight for me on that one. Thanks to the Wolfrock Super Chat here. Class, Liverpool, come get your man, 150 million only. Yeah, come get him. Woltemade's coming in. Let's have a bid then. Free Isaac. Put the money down. Let us see a bid. 130 minimum. Woltemade's there. Yeah? So, I mean, this signing shows that as well. Yeah, I mean, in an ideal world, it could have been like the Ekitike one where, you know, someone of that caliber comes in and learns off Isaac for a year. Then you allow Isaac to leave. But at the same time, you've got a player there in Isaac who doesn't want to be there. So Liverpool put the cash up and we'll see you later. And I'm more than happy with Woltemade and Wissa being our strikers, and then Asula there as well still. So I mean, that is a big upgrade for me. Honestly, it is. Isaac's class, but, you know, after the way he's behaved this summer, I don't want him in black and white anymore because he doesn't want to be in black and white. So see you later. And we've got a really top, young, promising striker there in Woltemade, and then you've got Wissa, who's Premier League proven. Ideal combination, that. Ideal. Is this confirmed? I can't wait until Isaac moves on and concentrate on the positives. He has brought so much negativity. Well said, Christopher. Very well said. He has indeed brought a lot of negativity. It has been that feeling around the place for a while. Eddie Howe even said that was the case at the place. That's why pre-season was an absolute stinkfest. You know, the Celtic away game, Korea and that. Nothing went well. We didn't win a game. And it's a dark cloud over the club, to be honest with you, the whole Isaac situation. It's been all the limelight for all the wrong reasons. But once this comes in, once we have a club record deal for Woltemade, and then, you know, hopefully Wissa eventually happens, then, you know, Isaac will leave and it'll be in the past. And because of the way he's left, he's ruined his legacy. Obviously, everyone knows and says that now. Everyone says he's a rat, you know, and deservedly so. Yeah, it's a shame. He could have went as a hero. He could have behaved professionally. Well, most of the fan base, I think, would have understood him wanting to move. We wouldn't like it at Liverpool, a Premier League rival, but at the end of the day, is what it is, but not after the way he's went on. He's the past now, and we want to forget about him. I couldn't give a shit about him anymore, me. So, yeah, good shout. Negativity over and nothing but positivity. And that's what's great to see in this chat right now is all the positivity. Butch, do you think we still get GSL as well? No, I don't. As I was saying before, I don't. I'd be surprised if we whack down the 65 mil on Woltemade and then 65 mil on Jorgen Strand Larsen as well. I think it'll be him and Wisser now, and Strand Larsen won't happen because of and listen, Wolves have got the right to do that. I mentioned earlier in the show, Wolves might not think that 60 million is good enough because it could cost them relegation. You know, that'll cost them a lot more than the 60 million if they let them go. So they turned down a really good offer from Newcastle. I thought it was a really fair offer. They're pretty much going to triple the money on Larsen, but it's not anymore. Newcastle moved on, so I think it'll be Isaac's replacement is Woltemade, and then Wisser is Wilson's replacement. Cynical Jim, if Carlsberg did Thursdays, absolutely perfect Thursday. Barca at home in the Champions League, some other good winnable ties, and then breaking your club record fee. Not a bad night, is it? Not a bad one at all. By the way, people, I'm on the Big Six tonight at 9 o'clock, so you can tune into their channel if you want. I'll be on there with Saeed from Man United, Grizz from Liverpool, Big Steve from Man City, Turkish from Arsenal, and all the rest of the gang there. So that'll be good crack. So tune into that one, 9 o'clock on the Big Six. Come in, back the tune, back Newcastle on that one because they would have been like and giving us grief. So it'll be nice to actually come in and speak on it and big up Newcastle after this big signing. Sean sends in a super chat there. Thanks for that one, pal. Appreciate it. Raging Phoenix. Looks like our transfer window went from disaster to fantastic. It has. Honestly, the press and rival fans are going to be devastated with this one. I'm looking forward to seeing what they're actually saying. Let me know in the comments what is the rest of Twitter and other fan base is saying. What are they mentioning about Newcastle? They're still being deluded and saying, oh, nobody wants to join Newcastle. Oh, who's Woltemade? You don't want him. You don't need him. Yeah. Where's Rejection FC now when you're bringing in one of the best young strikers in Europe? Have a bit of that. And I've always maintained that this transfer window has been decent, barring the exact situation. You know, some good squad depth with Alanga and Ramsey and that. Chow coming in. And we just needed to sort out the forwards. If we end up getting Woltemade and Wisser, that is a fantastic transfer window. Even with losing Isaac, he's been replaced. We'll get big money for him and we'll crack on. So, yeah, 17 goals, 5 assists last season, says NJC there. So, what a record that is in his maiden campaign. And it is unbelievable for the tune. I think I've caught up with the super chats there now. People can't get over it. Buzzing with a signing. Absolutely class. Right. We'll finish off the show in Peter, an hour and a half. We'll keep it going for a bit, but we'll make sure you get Jamal some tissues and Grimsby fish and chips. That's Saeed now. He's now changed his name to Jamal. Yeah, we'll finish off on the following. We'll get rid of that for a minute, and then we'll jump on and we'll finish off on the Champions League draw, shall we? Which was the premise of the show, but Newcastle United, as per usual, will be getting... Oh, he's changed his mind now, Downey. Let's give an update. I'll share the screen again for you, so you can see it. He said he was flying tomorrow. He's now flying tonight. And to be fair, the Twitter lot that said there was a flight coming in, it's him. Ultimately, we'll fly to Newcastle tonight. Seeing a club record 65 million deal. The fair enough competition from Bayern Munich for the 6'6" striker who had multiple offers turned down from this summer. This will likely see Isaac move to Liverpool should Liverpool make an acceptable offer, as we've just said. As has been the case for weeks, Toon still looking for second striker. So we'll change that there then. Because originally I put it out on our socials, what Keith had said earlier about him flying in for a medical tomorrow. He's actually flying in tonight. We'll travel to the Tyneside tonight. That's what a turnaround this is. Honestly, have you ever a transfer going through like this out of the blue this quick is exactly what we have needed. Exactly what we have been craving. Unreal, man. We've been wanting this just to happen. The build up, the delays, all the rest of it. And then it just pop up like this is mint. It's just how a transfer should be. The excitement, the buzz there. None of the build up, none of the letdown, none of the bids rejected, none of the player can't move. It's all we've seen all summer. Well, we can't sign him, or we can't sign him, or the player can't move. Well, now it's the opposite. We've got a player that wants to come. We've got a club that will sell for the money there, and we've got the deal done. Is that updated? Got a touch only feature now on TNT. Well, that's about. There we're gone. So yeah, big developments there once again. That we're signing Woltemade tonight. He's on his way. Ain't messing about. Due on Tyneside tonight. Moves for Wissa or Strand Larson are not over, according to Craig Hope. Huge implications for Isaac and Liverpool. Oh yes, there we go. We've got a picture now in Newcastle shirt. Let's see it. I'll share it again for you lot. You all want to see it, I'm sure. Nice little turn up there from Romano. Long-term deal he's seeing there. Fee over 80 million euros plus add-ons. Medical next 24. Travel being arranged now. Ho, ho, ho! Sensational. Absolutely sensational. This is just class, isn't it? I'm still sinking in because we've been live for an hour and a half now. And it's still sinking in for me. Ugh. Newcastle love doing this. To be fair, remember we kind of did this for Isaac, didn't we? Like out of nowhere. And now we're doing it with his replacement. We do it with all the strikers. Apart from Wissa. We're doing it now. So yeah, Craig Hope's actually saying there that the deal for Lawson or Wissa's not over, but it will be. I mean, Wolves clearly don't want to sell Lawson. They're asking for silly money. He's the kind of same profile as Woltemade, the height and everything. I think Wissa makes more sense. Someone who's a bit older, more experienced, Premier League proven. I like that one. People comparing Woltemade to Berbatov, Giroud, and Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Elite first touch technique, also a unit. Bayern Munich really wanted to sign him. Expensive, but worth it. Yes. There we go. It's all kicking off once again. It's non-stop kicking off. Right, we're gonna. Let's see if we've got any super chats. Actually, big up anyone that sent one in. There we go. Do you know if Woltemade will have a release class? I hope not, mate. I hope not. But to be fair, if you learn anything off Isaac, you might do. But I'm not bothered if he does have one. To be fair, as long as you set it at a good price, then it's fine. As long as you have it at a fair where it benefits everyone, then it's all right. But nothing on that just of yet. But it will obviously be a long-term deal. I think, Romano said that as well. There will obviously be a long contract, a big one, probably a 6-year deal, something like that. When you think of his age, you think that, you're going to want to keep him there for a while, 23 years old, learn him, develop him. So, we'll wait and see. There's a release clause. Cheers to Kevin for that one. Thanks very much. Isaac replacement, Void FNN. Definitely Isaac's replacement. So, Liverpool fans in the chat and in the comments, that is going to be a Isaac replacement. So, they may be buzzing with that one, but you still need to come in with the offer. I mean, that'll come soon, surely. Now they know where to spend the money. Now they know we've got his replacement. Surely they'll be getting on the phone and bidding for Isaac. Big up the handmade angler who's became a member. Nice one, mate. And remember, we do giveaways every month. This month included a Newcastle shirt of your choice. So let's go back down. We're going to wrap things up soon. Chow's mate. It's a very good point. Maybe Malik Chow was on the phone Woltemade there, his young German teammate. Just a good point there that people are raising in the comments about the price tag, because you've got Keith from Sky and others in the UK saying that his fee is £65 million. £65 million. Whereas you've got Romano there saying that the fee is over €80 million plus add-ons. But €80 million equates to £69 million and 170,000 plus add-ons. You're taking that well over 70 odd million pounds. So we'll wait and see on that one. It's either 70 odd million or 65 million pounds. But yeah, different ones on that one. Test tube baby was that on. The German Haaland, I see people saying there. Yeah. People are buzzing. Good to see, man. Germany's best young talent coming to Newcastle. Amazing. Kay's changed his picture already to the Woltemade in the tune top. Absolutely love that. Like, I'll bring that up just so we can see that one. I like it. Aye, absolutely unreal stuff. 64 million on Sky Sports News. Class. Absolutely class. Right. For people like George who just tuned in for what the actual show was, the Champions League draw, and we're now on to record-breaking signings. Obviously, I've left it running along the bottom there. The draw itself, and I'm very happy with it. Listen, I think some of the away days could have been better. I think we could have got some better away days, but in the end, we've got some very favourable draws. We've got some very good home draws there. Barcelona coming to St. James's Park. Leverkusen away, PSG away. I like Leverkusen away, PSG away. Did it the other end, not asked. Benfica at home. That's a winnable draw. PSV at home. Athletic Bilbao at home, Spanish team there. Marseille away. All right. Union SG away, looking for that one. I'll be going to Brussels. But, yeah, I think it's a very good draw for Newcastle. Kind one. Good fixtures there where we're winnable games, which we can look to. But also some tasty encounters like having Lamine Yamal at St. James's Park, the Bobby Robson connection there, the 90s connection. Bit of revenge on PSG maybe for a couple of years ago when we got robbed. And yeah, some decent ties at home where you think get the points on the board and get through to the qualifying rounds. So, amazing stuff. Phone's going absolutely ballistic. Yeah, it's everywhere now. Of course it is, and that's the draw. That's the breaking news. So I'm gonna have to jump off, people. And we'll do a video on Woltemade itself. So come back to the channel in about half an hour for that one. I'll get that one up quickly, and I'm also on Big Six at 9 o'clock tonight. So if you fancy tuning in for that one, where I'll absolutely be rubbing it in aside from Man U and all the rest of them, then get locked in for that one. But cheers to everyone that is tuned in for this live show and the massive breaking news that Newcastle are smashing their club record fee for Woltemade from Stuttgart and the Champions League draw that we've just discussed and we've got on the bottom of the screen there now. Still 2,000 people watching live. Please do subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Drop a like on the video and I'll see you on the next one.